Yes, it was a good game up until the last inning, 3-3, and we gave them a lot of opportunities early, but played good enough defense to stay in the game, and Kelly was our entire offense, basically. She did a nice job. We did get a home run out of Majam, but no one else really came through when we needed them to come through.
Questions for either coach or student athlete?
Coach, you mentioned defense. You know, you guys had a couple of errors in the infield. You also had a couple of really spectacular plays. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, the errors were really frustrating because it seems we've ended our WAC tournament on that note, making a lot of errors and giving the opponent extra runs. Puts a lot of pressure on our pitcher, and our pitcher goes out there and tries to overthrow, and then she throws mistake pitches, and that seems to have happened more times than not with Steph and Kaya. And you know, they think they have to pitch faster, and their ball doesn't move, and that's exactly where the 3-run home run. If it was a 1-run ball game going into the last inning, it might have changed things a little bit, but we seemed really deflated after that home run all the way around. So it really didn't help us to make those errors, and then we made some plays, some adjustments in the field because their slappers were setting the table for their eventual runs that they scored. And we made some adjustments, and I have a lot of upperclassmen on the infield, so we made some adjustments and made some spectacular plays. And the play at the plate, believe it or not, she was throwing that ball to first base. She wasn't throwing it home. She was throwing that ball to first base, and I don't know why. And it worked out well, but if you were watching the play, it was not a clean throw home. It was a throw to first that ended up being a little bit up the line, and the catcher made a spectacular play. Not the right fielder, because I don't know why she was thinking she had to play at first, because she had no play at first.
Coach, how much different is this? How much harder is it? Is the road ahead now that you got 4 in a row?
No, it's going to be unbelievable, because now we have to have our pitchers. We have to go with a rotation. We can't stay with your number one. You have to go with a rotation. Tomorrow, Kyle will pitch the first game, and we'll have to go from there. Stephanie may have thrown the last pitch, that home run ball, and that's just a hard memory to live down. But Kai is going to have to go out and keep us in there, and Stephanie will pitch the second game if we get to that. And if Kaya falters, then Stephanie will come in. But that's the reality of the whole situation right now. Is Stephanie was a little flat. She gave up a lot of hits, and it just didn't work out today.
Kelly, what's your guys' history being in this position and having to come back through the losers bracket now?
Usually we're winners, so it's hard to come back through the losers bracket, but we have a lot of upperclassmen on this team and a lot of experienced players, so we're able to rally and we're able to get people up in the dugout, and that's something that we just have to do more so in every inning, not just when we're hitting good or when our pitchers are doing well. We need to do it the entire game. So it's going to be hard, obviously, but teams have done it before, so we can do it too.
Were you just seeing the ball really well today? What was going on for you at the plate?
Yeah, I was seeing the ball well, which is nice. It's nice to hit well. It's nice to feel like the ball's a beach ball when you're swinging, and that's what hitters want it to feel like. And confidence goes a long way, and so does relaxation at the plate. And I think in the beginning of the season, I wasn't either of those, and so it's great to turn the season around and really hit well through the WAC season and now. So I'm very thankful. I thank the Lord that I was able to do well today, but we didn't win, so it doesn't really matter.
Coach, I know a lot's been made of this road trip. It's been a long stretch. Did that come into play today, going extra innings?
No excuses. We travel a lot. I don't think anyone travels like we do. And you can look at it and say, yeah, this is our 3rd week on the road, we're tired, things aren't happening. There are no excuses. I mean, each kid has their own bed, they're eating 3 meals a day, they're resting, they have no homework, so there's no excuses.
What do you tell the girls before tomorrow?
You lose, you go home. My words are really simple. I mean, I don't try to beat around the bush. I have to give them the reality check that if we lose another game, we're out of here, and our season is over, and we part ways, and our kids fly to different places, and probably never see each other again if they're the seniors that have graduated. So tomorrow will be an emotional day if we don't make it through the day, and that's always hard for us because we really don't have any closure on the road. We don't have a end of the season team gathering, banquet, award ceremony. We have none of that. We usually go on the road and stay on the road for however long we stay on the road, and then our closure is our last game with a lot of tears, and then we have to call the NCAA when we're in regionals and get flights home. So there's really no big sit down and give out the accolades and pat each other on the back, and there's just a lot of emotion, a lot of tears, a lot of hugs, and a lot of goodbyes.
Any other questions? Okay.
Okay.